All right, P4, here's your standard A on Mirage. So, um, first things first, start walking when you hit these stairs, or they'll be able to hear you, if you're trying to be stealthy, that is. Now, depending on the timing, if this is, if you're doing a late A hit, then your job is to stop the Palace Rush, and I would do that from back here. If you're going to go relatively early, then I would be walking the whole time. So you're walking up, making sure to stop the Palace Rush. Your P2 is going to be throwing the CT smoke, and then they're going to run up behind you, and they're going to throw this flash. So they're going to run up just to about here, aim at the height of that light, and this left edge, and they're going to left click, and it's going to pop on the back wall. Listen for their call out. You can cross diagonally. You can spot, sandwich, Tetris, and call that out for your team. You need to be careful from someone standing here in this headshot spot. And also in this cubby, because people like to do that, or even point blank, you know, with a Zeus or something. The other thing you need to listen for is P3 is going to be flashing P1 out from here, and you need to be careful. You need to listen for that because that might hit you. It might hit you, just depending on how they throw it. So listen for that P3. You may need to turn from that. Once you're out to this spot, you're going to molly under balk. You're going to do that by looking at where this line of wood hits the wall and then 1 foot up from that. So I'll do it without any markings. Yeah, right there. You can see where that is. That hits everything here. That even hits that spot. So that's going to enable your people that are coming out ramp to take out the person under balk. Your P1 player is going to be Tetris, providing overwatch to CT. Your number 5 player is going to be pushing sandwich and then up to the smoke. Your P3 player is going to have the bomb. So they're going to run out ramp and they're going to cross to default, inverse, or triple. You need to be ahead of them. And not only do you need to be ahead of them, you need to clear first. So you have to clear, you know, side box. I like to sit on top of that sometimes. Side box, triple, the CT one way, ticket, ninja, and firebox. This flush spot will be covered by your P1 player. Again, you need to be ahead of P3, so P3 is coming up behind you, and you're pushing towards CT. These smokes are out, so you will have cover. One thing that you can do, because you are not throwing a smoke in the setup, is you can re-smoke jungle. So to do that, you can kind of aim, gosh, there. This is something that you will probably have to practice. Ideally, you want the smoke to be not on this first step, but on the second step and right there. That's not bad. But you also want to throw the resmoke like before the first one goes away. So it's kind of tough. It's kind of tough. Oh, that works. So that's just like the height of that. And yeah, I don't know how else to describe that. Practice this. That will be very handy. And then what I would do after plant is I would push to here because this is a very strong corner to hold versus, you know, or you can even be on this trash can and you can play the default or the inverse defuse. Anyway, it's a lot better than sitting out here. You can get killed from stairs or cat or jungle, you know what I mean. One thing that I have given P3 is a flash for you. Let me show you this flash. So P3 is going to be firebox. A flash I've given them is this running flash. So you need to be in communication with your P3 player. If you can imagine it not bouncing off of that and instead popping in this right open space. If you listen for that call out, what this means is you can have your gun up the entire time, you can swing with the flash, and hopefully get a quick and easy spray down for the people rotating B right after the plant. So that's that could be very strong. So listen out for your, coordinate that with your P3. Here's that flash again for you. That could be extremely strong for you. Yeah. Hopefully that'll net you some kills. In any case, that's your P4 standard A with a resmoke. Yeah, there it is.